I'm British, but I first came here many years ago when I was traveling with a backpack when I was a young man. And I just got fascinated with this place. I was going to stay for a month in Peru and I stayed for 3 years. And I just kept coming back, and I was particularly interested in the Incas. Yes, I'm a photographer. I focus on Peru and the Andean countries. I've said and often thought that I think I wouldn't be a photographer if I hadn't come to Peru in the first place.
Why is that?
Because I find it so interesting. I take people to famous places and not so famous places like Machu Picchu, and places that some people like to get perhaps a little more in depth or a little more perspective on the Inca sites. One of the things I try to do is help people to get better shots themselves of their holiday, and come back, with a really interesting photograph of themselves at Machu Picchu instead of the typical one where they're standing there at the top of the ruins. I think what I have to offer people perhaps is that I've done some exploring personally. I've been involved with National Geographic and done some original work, let's say, on the archaeology of the Incas here, and I've read a lot into the chronicles. I've visited a lot of sites, perhaps more than some people. What I encourage, we all want to go to Machu Picchu, and we do, and the crowds, there's not always crowded, by the way. There are times of year when it's less crowded. But I also encourage people to start moving, moving out of the standard, situations and the standard places. There are so many things to see around here that are absolutely brilliant, in my opinion. And you can go, and there's hardly anybody there, So get off the beaten track. I encourage people to try something different as well.